Madness. Madness. If you are mad, you are mine, part of my crazy tribe. If you are mad, you are mine. Mine. Madness. Madness. If you are mad, you are mine, for only sanity can I despise with any ill rejection. Sane, the same, they're the same, playing demon games, sick gaslighters of projection. Look inside. Madness is inside. Sanity is the real aberration. Sanity is all the world's plague. Mother Nature! Monster Nature can rage! Rage! Against the seer and the sage. Mother Nature loves slaves, loves pain, loves disasters. Monster Nature is cruel. In hell realm, pain is the rule. Inescapable. We suffer, we die, we mourn, we grieve. Fuck your sanity! Fuck your snake-eyed sanity! Fuck your followers! Fuck your conformity! Madness! Madness! We bring the madness! If you are mad, you are mine. 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 Mine.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another Esoterica video. Another in my Esoterica series. World famous Esoterica series. The greatest series on YouTube. Let's explore this topic together. Do you want to explore with me? Let's explore this together. Fallen world. Lots of so-called truthers and Christians and other religious people claim this is a fallen world, that it wasn't always this way. The Tartaria followers believe this was wonderful because the architecture was better, prettier. Some of it. Some of the buildings. Now, do they show tons and tons of peasant homes that were better? No. They show great big, well-built buildings, and they claim that our world was better. That there wasn't capitalism. There wasn't even money. People worked without money, they claim, in guilds. I know the claims they make. I'm aware of the claims they make. Tartaria. These primitive nomadic looking people from the other side of Russia, they believe, ruled the world, and it was all Tartaria. The whole world was. All one system, one people, peaceful. Until some snakes took over. I mean, it just seems like the same old story retold as the Bible. Over and over again. With the Nephilim and the fallen angels and the fall of man, the fall, the Garden of Eden. Eve ate the apple from the forbidden fruit. Maybe it was an apple, maybe it was a fucking pomegranate, maybe it was an avocado, maybe it was an olive. Whatever it was. That's the story from the Bible, from the Old Testament, from the Torah, the Hebrews. Somehow that's Christian. I don't know how, but Christianity seems to be linked with the Jews, with the tiny hat Hebrews. Old Testament, New Testament in one book. They call it Judeo-Christian. It's fascinating to me how they're polar opposites, but they're linked. And people don't question it. People in this realm don't question anything. People! So the story goes that the world became fallen because Eve got Adam to sin. She was tempted and then convinced him, here, eat this. And the snake, the serpent in the garden, tempted her. You don't want knowledge. Then they realized, oh, we're naked and all that stuff. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, it's a story retold over and over and over and over and over again in this realm. That this place was Eden or was a paradise. Ask Kismet Spiral. She'll tell you this place was Eden. That we're in Eden. We're still in the garden. It's a paradise. Mother Earth. Gaia. And this is what people want to hang on to. So-called truthers, religious people, normies. Almost everyone in this realm clings to feel-good, stupid shit with no real evidence. Hey, psst, psst, let me whisper in your ear. Let's get dramatic here and theatrical. Psst, psst, shh, shh, listen. Listen, man. Listen, lady. If this place was wonderful, if this was a garden paradise, and some entities came in and hijacked it, some aliens or entities or Anunnaki or all these different stories, but if it was created by a good, all-powerful God being, why hasn't it been fixed in thousands of years, possibly hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of years of it being evil, taken over, hijacked? Where's the good God to come in and set it right again and fix it? Well, it hasn't been. So if it was good, created by a good creator, why don't they come back and fix it? Wouldn't they, an all-knowing God, realize, oh, my good creation's been fucked with and corrupted. It's been taken over by evil. It's been hijacked. I better get over there. I better fly over there or transport myself at the speed of thought from one point to another to the earth in the matrix and fix it and restore it to the glory of what it was. And again, I'm laughing because people believe this place is fallen. Well, why would it stay fallen? Is the obvious question that almost no Christian asks. And even truthers like Jinji Joshi, the Jinsel Joshua, he says he believes this is a fallen world. Well, pick up your Freemasonic Hebrew Bible and kiss the cover of it with the compass and square and the G and say, yes, the Bible has it right. It's a fallen world. Really? Well, is your God impotent to fix it then, your creator? If it's a fallen world, what created it? What made it good? What made it evil and made it fall and corrupted? And why hasn't it ever been fixed or restored to a good world, a good realm? And he buys the Tartaria shit too. He says that it was better, and What's on YouTube, it must be true, right? Right? That whole Tartaria theory that John Levi pushes and Martin Leidke, aka it's Leidke. It's Leidke. It's not lied to. It's not Leidke, he says. It's Leidke. It's Leidke. I should ban you. Crimes of Beauty, he said to me when I had a channel called Crimes of Beauty. I went over there and asked him if he's a Freemason and asked him if his name has lie right in it. Lied. Leidke. It's Leidke. It's Leidke, he said. It's Leidke. And others push that. You can believe any of the shit you want on these shit channels. They have a reason to lie to you. They make thousands of dollars every month from YouTube. They're monetized. They have hundreds of thousands of subs, millions of views. They get lots of money to lie to you. They don't care if you're telling you the truth. Maybe they aren't even consciously lying to you, but they'll go along saying, here's where the money is. And they're not thinking, I'm going to lie to these followers. Ha ha ha. They're just thinking, this is making me loads of money. I don't have to work a job. They might get 3, 4, 5, 6 grand, maybe 10 grand a month. Some of them. John Levi might be getting tons of money. He has a lot of subs. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Subscribe to his channel. It's okay, though. You can believe any feel-good shit that you want. He starts off his videos telling you, I love you all. God bless you. Or God bless. Something like that. Either God bless you or God bless. Wonderful. Well, where's your good God? Is my obvious question. See, when I say it's an obvious question, it might not be obvious to humans. Now, humans get upset with that, saying, well, he thinks he's superior. Why don't you humans as a collective species ask these fucking questions? Because there might be something wrong with you as a species. If you can't look at that and go, where's the good God then? What do you mean, God bless me? Where is this good God that you're saying blesses me or you're wishing it to bless me? Why are we in a hell realm if it's reigned over by a good God? Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. Well, if your God is awesome and it reigns from above you, it reigns over the earth, why is the earth so shitty, full of evil, lies, deception, disease, cruelty, suffering, pain? Endless here. I could show you forever. Evidence, mountain ranges of evidence, sky high. It doesn't add up. What you humans believe and preach doesn't add up. You say, God bless you. Well, where's your good God? Because I'm in a hell realm and I see suffering and evil and deceptions and pain and zombies all around. I see what I see. I see what's there. I don't do mental gymnastics and mind fuck myself and lie to myself and deceive myself or self-deceive. I don't do that. I look at reality as it is. I see truly with spiritual eyes as it is. I don't look at an ant and call it an eagle or a falcon or an elephant. I look at an ant and it's an ant. I don't try to make it something else. I don't look at hell realm and pretend it's paradise, or that it could be, or that, oh, it must have been. It must have been paradise, and it just fell. It's a fallen world. Where's your evidence for that, please? I should pause here for minutes and just let people ponder that. Where's your evidence, religious people and truthers, YouTube truthers as they love to call themselves, Kismet, Spiral, Joshua, and others? Keep saying, well, this is a fallen world. Where's your evidence, please? Do you have any? Or is it just you're making it up, or you're just repeating what you read in the Bible? Are you going back to the Bible again? A lot of truthers do that. They circle back. They regress back to the Bible. They think that has the answers. Is there evidence beyond that book to support that book? Or are you saying it's true because it's in the Bible? How do you know the Bible's true? Well, it's in the Bible, they say. How do you know the Bible's true? Well, it's in the Bible. It's that circular reasoning that's ridiculous. And that's the state of the religious mind of this realm. The followers, the culted, the cultees, the cult followers. Not just the Bible. Not just the Torah. And not just the Talmud, which is evil, in my view. Not just the followers of the Quran. Not just Buddhists, Taoists, Hindus. It's almost all of you on earth. It's very revealing because it's almost all of humanity. It's that widespread that almost all of you are duped and following laughable shit, which indicates to me there's something wrong here. It isn't just cognitive dissonance. It isn't just cognitive biases. It isn't just religions. It's very deep. It goes deep into you. I think it's spiritual. Because you could say religion's mind control, this is mind control, people are taught this, they're raised this way. I'm familiar with all that, the programming. I think it's deeper. I think it's spiritual differences. And I might be the only one to delve this deeply into that. That viewpoint is very different from all the other stuff. I think there are spiritual differences that explain a lot of this realm. And why so many of you are willing to kill. You're willing to fight, kill, and die for what's invisible to you. You have no evidence of a God or a loving God, but you're willing to do that. It is interesting. And you won't just call it a God and it's invisible, you can't see it, but you'll call it good. You'll insist it's good. Well, is it? This doesn't look like a good creation. This doesn't look like a good place. And then they'll circle back to, it was, but we caused it. We ruined it. Adam and Eve, or these evil snake beings that came down, or the mantis beings, or the Anunnaki, Enki and Enlil came with their crew, or something came in and fucked it up. And it's never been fixed since. No entity, no God has come along and said, hey, we got to restore that place. It's fucked up. People are being tortured and babies are slaughtered, and there's millions and millions of abortions every year, and there's millions of deaths. It's a horrific place with deformed children and disabled children and over 10,000 named, documented, diagnosable diseases for humans, and there's diseases for animals. It's a fucking hell. It's a cesspit. It's a hellhole. It's a sewer matrix. It's hideous and dark and disgusting. We have to correct this. We can't leave it like that. That would be horrendously immoral to trillions of creatures. Trillions. Yet it gets worse. It degrades. Nothing's done to restore it or to repair it, to make it better. It gets worse. And that's tough for humans to accept, because they want to go back to, it's a fallen world, original sin. We caused this. And they do all the mental gymnastics and the circular reasoning, and they go back pointing at their finger the Bible, and they tap on the Bible until it's worn out on the cover from where their finger's been tapping on it, saying this book is the truth. You're ridiculous. You're absurd. You aren't thinkers. I'm talking to you as a species, not individually. Humans, you are ridiculous. You're not critical thinkers. What is thought? All true thought involves critical thinking. It doesn't only involve that, but that's an aspect that has to be there. Because without critical thinking, you're not thinking, you're just believing, repeating, following, thoughtlessly, mindlessly. You're not weighing it and going, does this make sense? You're not critical. The pieces don't need to add up. It's just belief and faith. You need to be a critical thinker, or you're just a believer, a follower with faith, without evidence. Blind faith is what they want from you, which is the way I would say most humans in this realm seem to have at least an element of blind faith, if not a lot of it. If you're religious, well, so be it. But is that evidence? No. Is it thinking? Is it true thought? No. No, it isn't. So then what are you? What are you if you just believe, have faith, and believe, have faith, repeat? Believe, repeat, have faith, believe, repeat. What are you? Well, you're a sheep, and the Lord is your shepherd. Your God, no matter what you name it, no matter what religion you are, makes you a sheep, a slave. And you think that's good. Your religious people do. And the religitard truthers think it's good. But let's get back to this fallen world shit. So if it was fallen, let's say it was fallen. Just take the biblical, I think it's the Orthodox Christians that would say it's 6,000 years ago. Well, why has it never been restored? You're going to be punished because some beings in a garden ate some forbidden fruit, or fruit that some beings said, don't ever eat that. Does that make sense? And if it's just a metaphor for they disobeyed God, they did some other thing that was called, maybe they had sex and they called that eating of the forbidden fruit, or they ate flesh or something. How and why should we be punished? Not just you and I, all of us here on earth forever for what we didn't do. I didn't do that. So I should be born and punished in hell realm for what someone else did 6,000 years ago. Well, that doesn't add up. Original sin has never added up to me. Maybe it does in the minds of the mental that do mental gymnastics that they love to do. I think humans feel good doing that. It makes you feel good to do mental gymnastics instead of to think critically. I think most of you as a species prefer that. I think you're very different from me spiritually. And one day I think those differences are going to be very apparent and undeniable. And most likely it'll be too late for the ones to change. Because that's another part of humanity that I've noticed. They want to change after it's too late. Okay? You can warn them and show them, and it's always after it's too late. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think there's something about this realm fucking with us. It's a demonic game of sorts of this matrix. To frustrate us, good spirits that want to help and don't want people to fall into traps, and we want to be listened to and heard. A lot of this system fucks with us. The fallen realm or fallen world theory doesn't add up. Hijacked realm doesn't add up. Because nothing has even really attempted to correct it or restore it to what they claim it was. I don't believe this was a Garden of Eden or a paradise or a great realm. Do I think there's been various periods of architecture? Probably. Could that be another matrix trick? Yep, sure could. Could all of human history as people believe it, going back to, let's say, pre-World War I, let's say pre-1900, or maybe even 1850s, before that, it might all be fake. The Matrix might have started then and given you this false narrative of false history. It's all invented. It's all fiction, like reading a novel. That's a possibility. I'm not claiming I can prove that. I'm saying it's a possibility. It's one of the possibilities that makes sense. That most of what you believe happened is fake. They told you about the Dark Ages, for example, and medieval tortures that people were put through. Maybe it never happened. Maybe the story of Jesus never happened. Maybe the stories they give us of ancient Rome and ancient Greece didn't happen in ancient Persia. And the Spartans attacking the Persians and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that never happened. It's a possibility, isn't it? If you really think about it. Because why would you trust the history they tell you when they lie to you about everything in our current day? Everything. Sometimes people ask me, and I love it, when they say, Stephen, what have they lied to us about? I kind of get a smile on my face. And maybe I'm typing it as I'm kind of smiling. And I respond, only everything. That's one of my favorite ways to respond to that question. What have they lied to us about, Stephen? My response is, only everything. And then usually they'll say, everything? Everything? Yeah, everything. You like that or you don't like that? Because humans tend to judge things by what feels good. Does it make you feel good? Oh, that doesn't feel good, so that can't be true. They'll say. That doesn't feel good, so that can't be true. So if your heart's racing and you have high blood pressure and you go to the emergency and they tell you, oh shit, your blood pressure's 250 over 103. You're not feeling good, and they're showing you even the screen they're showing you what it is, and you say, no, that can't be true. I don't feel good. That doesn't feel good to hear you say that. And the nurse in triage, when you come into the ER, says, it's true though, look, well, that doesn't feel good for you to tell me that. I don't like that. That news doesn't make me feel good. Those numbers, that can't be that high. It doesn't feel good to hear that my blood pressure is that high. And let's say your heart rate is running at 130 beats per minute and you haven't been running, it's racing. Well, you say, that doesn't feel good. That can't be true. Well, the truth doesn't work that way. But humans tend to view it. They react that way. It doesn't feel good. What he's saying sounds negative. I don't like what Stephen's talking about. He's saying the way he's describing this realm doesn't feel good. I want to view it as a Garden of Eden, or it was until humans sinned. And now we all have original sin. Babies are not born pure the way they look. They look and seem pure, like pure spirits. They're not born evil. They seem to be pure, or many of them, if not the vast, vast majority, seem to be. But no, they want you to believe that those babies are evil. They're carrying original sin. Before their first breath, they're evil, is what religion teaches you. I don't buy it. I don't believe in karma because it doesn't make sense, or original sin. And I've described this in videos in depth about karma. It doesn't add up. I don't buy it. And I don't buy that this was a paradise. I think that's another matrix trick. You might even spell matrix, M-A-Y, Matrix, T-R-I-X, not T-R-I-C-K-S, tricks, like tricks are for kids, that cereal with the wabbit. Matrix. I'm being a bit silly, but it's fun to play with words sometimes and have fun. Is that okay, or is that a sin? Is that a crime now to have fun playing with words? Is that a word crime or a thought crime in your realm, humans? Matrix. Well, this is a realm of tricks. Trickery, deceptions, schemes, psyops, lies, lies, conspiracies, trickery, deceptions. So why would you think anything other than that? Why would you think, well, this place wasn't this way? It's completely this way now, but it wasn't always like this. Well, isn't that a huge assumption with no evidence? Where's your evidence, please? Can you show me something? Or at least connect some dots and show, well, it makes sense if you look at it this way. Never seen anyone do that. You just want to believe that this place was a paradise. And we're in a fallen world now, but it was so wonderful. It was a paradise. It was a Garden of Eden. Well, that doesn't add up at all. History itself doesn't add up in this realm, which is why it seems like a matrix of tricks. Tricks. Not the cereal. Not the sugary cereal. Matrix. But you are in this realm free to believe whatever you want. You can believe in the tooth fairy if you want to. As a grown adult, you can. It doesn't make it true. Your beliefs don't decide what's true or not. That's another thing that humans, New Agers, New Cagers, and so-called truthers get hung up on. Well, this is my truth, they say, as though they determine what's true or not. As though they can point to the sky in front of us and say, the sky is purple with white and black polka dots. And I'll say, no, it isn't. And they'll say, yes, it is. It's my truth. My truth. Truth doesn't work that way by what you want and what you believe. Truth is truth. And that's painful to humans. They go, how dare he say it's like that? Because they want to decide and determine what's true. Some big fatties want to say, I'm all legs. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. I'm not extra large. I'm all legs. I'm all legs. But they're not. Some short little manlets like Talcott want to claim that they're not short, let's say. He might want to say he's tall, but he isn't. Your lies and beliefs and wishes don't determine the truth. Here, in this hell realm, in this matrix. Anyway, if I've lost some viewers, if they tuned out listening to me be that way, good. Good. You're undeserving if you can't make it to the end of these videos. If you can't listen this long, you're undeserving. So the undeserving are gone, and maybe now I have the real ones. The real spirits that want truth and want to understand. Make it towards the end. Maybe. I hope so. I hope so. Congratulations if you did listen this far. I appreciate that. There's no real indication or evidence to show that this place was good the way so many wishful thinking syndrome humans wish it was. If it was, we should have no trouble getting evidence. And also, if it was, we should be able to fix it and restore it. Get it back to being a paradise, which we can't, obviously. So that in itself is a dead giveaway. Why can't we fix it? People have been trying. Never works. Maybe it's designed this way. Maybe what I've said makes more sense about this place, this matrix. Don't waste your energy, time, thought trying to fix what you can't fix. It isn't broken. It's designed this way. It's working as designed. It's operating as designed, as much as we hate it being a hell realm. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And take care.